People are broke. Let's talk about it.
Do y'all know that the average American doesn't have any money left over, if but maybe $200 or $300 left after they get paid every 2 weeks or every month? Did y'all know that? I'm sorry, but that I literally feel like drive me to voluntary homelessness. I would volunteer to be homeless. There's no way they'd have me out here working for anybody and I can't live life after I pay bills. Y'all can have these bills back. Take the car, take the crib. You can have it. Listen, I'm going to be homeless on the streets before I dare. Because, see, the way I'm set up, my Father which art in heaven would never have that be my portion. That's not my portion. There's no way that paying bills and not having any money left over to really exist, that's not my portion. That's not my portion. And I feel like if that doesn't motivate you and inspire you to get out here and go make some money, make more money. See, the problem with us nowadays is not that we don't know how to make money. It's just that we need to make more money. Find ways to make more money. Stop making excuses. You need to be trying to be the president of the United States before you stop trying to find a new job. Listen, if you got to switch jobs every single 2 weeks, then that's what you got to do. May the best salary win.
No, I mean, I feel like she ended it on the right note, saying just make more money. Because I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning she was giving a little bit of, that I deserve it energy, that a lot of people give off nowadays. That's what a lot of people do nowadays. They feel as if, oh, I go to work, I just do this, I do that, I do regular everyday life things, that you have to do with the life you were given, right? Pay your bills, go to work, buy this, buy that, whatever it is, right? I don't know. I feel as if sometimes it's not the same for everybody, but a lot of people do for a period in their life have to sacrifice, right? You have to either sacrifice time, energy, money, going out, whatever it is, right? There's just certain things you have to do that you have to sacrifice for your future, right? That's why I kind of like at the end when she was talking about just make more money, right? Whether that's switching jobs, I wouldn't recommend every 2 weeks like she said, but switching jobs, doing this, maybe getting a second job, just finding side hustles, any kind of thing that you got to do, right? So I kind of like the mentality she went to at the end, having high aspirations. She said, be the president. Be the president. If you want to be the president, be the president. If you want that kind of change, hey, go make that change for yourself. If that's your kind of field, your kind of realm for real. But like she said, get your grind right, have high aspirations, and work towards your future. Let's get back into it.
It's really bad when entire generations like Gen Z and millennials are just basically throwing up their hands and saying, what's even the point?
This is what I'm struggling with in America right now in my 20s. Why is everything so expensive? Why am I making more money waitressing than I would make using my college degree? I barely have a life. I have 2 days off and I work Wednesday to Sunday, doubling just to pay my bills. At 22 years old, all of my bills are in my name. I have no help. How are y'all affording housing? In Myrtle Beach, a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,500. How are y'all getting insurance, going to the doctor, getting medicine? And then some of us are trying to be TikTok influencers. Who knows where that's going to get me? Me and my boyfriend are saving, but we barely see each other during the week, and it feels like we're working our out for nothing. Do we need to move somewhere for a better job opportunity that we don't know about? Do any of y'all really know what you want to do with your life right now? It is so scary being in America right now.
What am I doing wrong? I work every day and I'm still broke. Like, I have a decent job, I make some decent money, but I live out here in Cali. Like, bro, as soon as I get paid, I have all these bills stacked up, bro, that shit wipes me clean. Like, fuck, I got no money left over. Making $100,000 a year doesn't get you anywhere nowadays.
Hi guys, I'm really stressed today. I just went to the grocery store, bought 10 items, and it was $80 freaking already. I literally have $10 left on my account. So a little backstory. I got laid off from my job a month ago. And I've been applying for jobs months before I got laid off. Sent out hundreds of resumes already. Applied to hundreds of jobs on the internet, remote and on-site. Tailored my resume to every position that I applied using ChatGPT. Went to only a few interviews. And still nothing. Like, what the going on with America right now? Like, it's so freaking hard to live here. Like, I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna keep applying for jobs. I'm gonna keep showing up. But man, my bills are not going to wait.
Companies have risen prices way over the inflation line, right? They've used inflation as the excuse to 3x their profits, 3x their revenues, and just a bunch of different things like that. To where now, if we want some kind of baseline or some kind of thing where it just evens everything out, some kind of plateau, I don't see them decreasing prices, right? Because a lot of these big companies have shareholders, things like that, people they have to present to. But they've made it to where they've kind of shot themselves in the foot because there's no leeway. It's either just drain the customer or drain the like consumers of everything they have, or keep charging high prices. Therefore, maybe you sell less but bring in more money, and that's a lot of company strategies. But a lot of people are, I would say, in my opinion, becoming more financially aware, more aware of everything going on in the world, the economy, just how everything finds sways and works. Right? I feel like a lot of people are learning how to navigate the system, learn the system, see the system for what it truly is, and I feel like in turn, that's hurting some of the companies because they're waking up to that point of view, like dang, they are really knowing what's going on, they are seeing what's happening, because you have so many people online now telling this is what's going on, right? This is what's happening within these companies. These are the things and the tactics they are using to manipulate you, get you to do this, get you to try this, whatever it is, right? I'm not gonna lie, we are in a consumer society nowadays in 2025. Like, that's why a lot of companies are profitable the way they are. A lot of people are normalizing paying $5 for a cookie, right? Paying $5 for one singular chicken tender, right? Shout out to Dave, shout out to Crumble, all them places, right? Y'all are the people I'm calling out. But I mean, hey, having those things in moderation, right? Like as a luxury, it would be so bad, right? But you have people going to Crumble maybe couple times a week, right? Going to Dave's a couple times a week, going to this place a couple times a week, going to that place a couple times a week. People are eating out like never before, right? Like the numbers prove that, the facts prove that, record numbers from companies prove that. A lot of people are consuming at a higher rate than ever before, no matter what industry it is. Like to fix that issue, we have to stop normalizing certain things, right? Stop normalizing paying these quote unquote premium prices, right? Premium products. Like that word premium has just been thrown around on a bunch of things where if you look at 20 years, 30 years ago, actual premium product you were getting just off the strength of the regular item. Like the regular item was a premium product. Shirts, clothing, no matter what it was, food, etc. Like a lot of things were already quote unquote what we consider now premium in its regular form, right? I think we have to get out that mindset and start adapting some of the older mindset, and maybe we'll be better for it, right? But let's get back into it.
2 incomes just isn't enough money anymore. Me and my husband are both in our 30s. We make the most money we've ever made before, and we still struggled between every single paycheck. We spent hours every single Friday when we would get paid trying to figure out what we could cut back, trying to budget every penny we had so that we would make it to the next paycheck. The grocery store is too expensive. Vehicles are too expensive. Vacations are too expensive. Houses are too expensive. 2 incomes is just not enough anymore in today's world. I have a college degree in physical therapy, and when I got good grades and went to college and did all the right things, it was supposed to solve all those financial problems. That's what everybody told me. It was going to solve all my problems. Well, it didn't, and they lied. And I was sick of struggling between every single paycheck when I was working my ass off, treating more patients than I should be treating. I was overworked, underpaid, and I was sick of it. So I learned a different way to make money. I learned how to make money online. I learned how to use my social media to sell and promote digital products so that I could create another stream of income. I wanted to be able to be home more with my kids, and I wanted to be the mom that could go pick my kids up from school and not have to pay for after school care and do all the things. But I couldn't be home and not have a full-time income. Could not do it. But learning how to make money online and creating an income stream that I have created and make money while I still treat patients part-time, but I am able to work part-time now, and I don't pay for after school care. I pick my kids up from school every single day. I drop them off at school every single day, all because I created an income stream from my cell phone. If you're ready to join all the other moms that have learned how to monetize their social media and learn how to make money online so that they could stop living that paycheck to paycheck cycle, then go to the link in my profile and click the very first link. It's going to give you my free guide, and it's going to give you all the information on how I learned how to do this.
All right, prime example. I feel like that is a great video, a great example of, she said her and her husband, even together, weren't able to produce enough income to live the lifestyle that they felt comfortable with, right? We're in such a world nowadays where everybody just says work harder, work more, do this, do X, Y, Z. I feel as if, because you see it in other countries, but it's only normalized here where it's like grind, 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 work, work, work. Then you should be able to live a good lifestyle, right? You should be able to be comfortable, right? You should be able to do things like spend time with your kids, do this, do X, Y, Z. Like you have to earn it by working 60 hours, 70 hours. Like that should not be normal. It should be, if this is what we call full time, 40 hours a week, work my 40 hours a week, still be able to come home. Maybe I don't want to be the CEO or this billionaire or whatever it is, right? But I still want to be able to, okay, do my job, come home, spend time with my family, do maybe some extracurricular activities every here and there, right? And just live a normal, basic life. I want all the glitz and glam, the flash, and everything that comes with it, right? But I still want to be able to go home, chill on the couch, and not have to worry about, well, dang, this bill is due tomorrow, right? Well, dang, I still got to go pay for this. Dang, Johnny has this tomorrow. Dang, like, what am I going to do? We have to get out of the mindset of, okay, you could be a workaholic, but being a workaholic to want to work 20 plus hours of overtime a week should not be normal, right? There's people who out here who should be able to, especially with another partner who is bringing in income, be able to live a comfortable life, right? You shouldn't have to, okay, this was my passion in college. This is what I set out to do. And then now I'm not getting no dividends of that labor. So now I have to go find another source of income. And granted, she was able to do that, right? However, it shouldn't be normalized that people now have to detour from what they really want to do and maybe what they're passionate about to now go sector off and do something else that'll provide income for them to live the lifestyle that they want to live. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you stuck with me this long, I'm kind of getting in a routine. I want to make the videos a little bit shorter because I feel like 20 something minutes, it's hard to keep some people's attention span, right? So I want to get in, get out, maybe have 10 to 15 minutes worth of video. So I'm trying to do a little bit better at that. But like the video, go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe. It'll help this channel grow, help the algorithm, let me pop up on more people's feeds, and I want to, again, I'm gonna reiterate it. I want to build a community here, right? I want it to where people want to come watch me and hear what I have to say off the strength of they like what I'm saying, maybe like the advice, the opinions, whatever it is. Maybe they don't and they want to come give their own opinions. I welcome that. Leave it in the comment section below if you have anything to say or if you have anything you want me to talk about, right? Thank you. I appreciate you. Until next video, and I'm out.